All right, Shalom. All praises, honor, and glory goes to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakakwadash. Double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Peace and blessings to you, Akim out there pushing the word in true sincerity. Shalom to the hopeful elect. You know, and I want to do a response to the Elder Apostles video. Babylon the Great is fallen. Pretty much going into an article stating that, you know, the U.S. government knows that this place is an empire and that America is crumbling. You know, the power structure of America is crumbling, and they're scrambling to try to gain and rehold that power. And this is all a biblical prophecy, because all nations since the beginning of the world were set up by the Lord to rule for a certain particular time. And now we're seeing that the biblical Edomites, they're in their rulership right now. The pinnacle of their rulership is fallen, and now they're scrambling to try to gain control back of the whole world. All right, because they still have control over what you will call these other governments, these other nations. But now you're starting to see these emerging economies like China, these superpowers like Russia, Iran, North Korea, that are pretty much going against America's hegemony. You know, and they're now they want to do their own thing. They want to get into power. So I got a couple of scriptures. The first scripture is Job 14:5. Seeing his days are determined, the number of his months are with thee. Thou hast appointed his bounds that he cannot pass. This is talking about the rulership of the biblical Edomites, which are you so-called white people here in America, you different Edomites in different parts of Europe, all around the world. You were set up to be the last rulers on the planet Earth before the children of Israel come into power. And with that, we're seeing a downward spiral in your whole empire. All right, which this is pretty much the same thing that went down in the Roman Empire. All right, pretty much spreading your military thin. All right, playing with the currency, devaluing the currency, you know, bred in circuses to keep the people's minds asleep, all right, and distracted from the real things that are going on in the planet Earth. You know how there's wars and rumors of wars. There's mass rioting all around the world. All right, people hate America, so you got to put out that. You have to put out that spirit that everybody loves America when it's the total opposite, you know. Let me bring out another scripture, because now you're starting to see Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, plague America, okay, and throw it down. The infrastructure is crumbling. All right, nobody wants to come to school. You used to have a lot of these foreign countries. They used to come over here and do foreign exchange programs. Okay, they wanted to study abroad. Here in America, they're not doing that no more. They're going to Europe. They're going to different places, China, okay, Korea, because they see that America has done the whole world wrong, and everything is crumbling. Once America was a pinnacle of education, a pinnacle of infrastructure and science and biology. Now you're starting to see that these other nations, because they have that technology, all right, they have higher levels of technology, higher levels of thinkers, so to speak, and everybody is swaying away from that American power structure, that petrodollar. All right, that's why you have the BRICS nations, okay, the Arab Spring, okay, these different nations that are coming together. All right, and then they see that Esau, the so-called white man, primarily here in America, is nothing but the damn devil. They start wars. All right, they deceive people. This is Malachi 1:3. I have hated Esau and laid his mountains and his heritage waste for the dragons of the wilderness. Whereas Edom saith, we are impoverished, but we will return and build in desolate places. So at one point, the Lord, he pushed Esau into the caves and pretty much destroyed him as a nation. But Esau's mind frame throughout all those thousands of years was to get back into power and to rebuild and to capture and subdue the whole world, which he has done. That's why he prides himself in taking down all the dark nations. And that's why he has all that pride right now. But now you're starting to see that pride wane. Thus said the Lord of hosts, they shall build, but I will throw down, and they shall call them the border of wickedness, and the people against whom the Lord has indignation forever. So the Lord is throwing down right now as we speak. All right, to the unseasoned eye, it would seem like America is still carrying on as it once was, but that's totally far from the truth. The spirit of perverseness is at an all-time high. All right, the line between gender is crossed to where now everybody's confused. All right, there's just confusion all around the world because of Esau, the so-called white man, the biblical Edomites, because he's in power. And when you have a man in power like that does nothing but destroy, all right, nothing can come from that but destruction. All right. So let me bring out this last scripture, and I'll wrap it up. It is Revelation 18:1. And after these things, I saw another angel come down from heaven, having great power, with the earth, and the earth was lightened with his glory. And he cried mightily with a strong voice, saying, Babylon the Great is fallen. Yeah, this is Babylon the Great, the greatest kingdom that has ever been created on the left-hand side. All right, due to its magnificent infrastructure, due to its intricate economy. All right, you have all nations that flocked to America at one point. You know, you still have nations coming here on a low level. All right, everybody looks to the so-called white man here in America as the great god of the earth because of their witchcrafts, you know, their magic that they placed upon the people. Babylon the Great is fallen and become the habitation of devils, and hold of every foul spirit, and cage of every unclean and hateful bird. For all the nations have drunk of the wine of the wrath of her fornication, and the kings of the earth have committed fornication with her, and the merchants of the earth are waxed rich through her abundance of her delicacies. You know, through trade. Like right now, I'm in traffic, and you got the port of Oakland. That's a big trading port right here, to bring a lot of goods to the Pacific Northwest. Okay, you have ports out there in Oregon. Okay, Portland. Okay, all throughout the West Coast, L.A., San Diego. And what are those goods coming from? These different nations. These different nations, they import their goods, and they make billions and billions of dollars off Americans. That's why China has become the second the biggest second class nation, surpassing America because of the goods. You know, so when America falls, these other nations are going to try to subdue power, but that's not going to be so, because that's when the Lord's going to come back and subdue these nations. Okay? So pretty much the time that America had to rule is over. It's America's crumbling. All right, the roads. All right, just the food itself is making everybody sick. Okay, so there's no way for America to continue to thrive as a nation. All right, continue to thrive as an empire. All right, and deceive the whole world. This is the time. This is the bounds of rulership that Esau has been in rulership. Is almost over, and destruction is coming. So with that, I want to say shalom.